Hello, everyone. I'm Lynn. I am camping teacher on Teachers Pay Teachers. And today I am going to show you how to make a preview with a collage of your product. First off, I'm going to use this product. I just finished it, but I haven't made my preview yet. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to resave it as a JPEG. And as you can see, I am in Microsoft PowerPoint. And I'm going to go into Save and change it to JPEGs. And then I'm going to put it into my pictures because that's where I put all of mine right into pictures. And you see I've got my pictures and JPEG, and I've already named it before because I've already saved it. And I'm going to click Save. It's going to ask me, do you want every slide or current slide only? I want every slide. And it's going to take just a moment to save every slide into a little file for me. And as soon as that's done, we're going to open up, there you go. We're going to go up to File, and we're going to open up create a new document. As soon as you do that, go ahead and get rid of these boxes. Now, I make my previews, I save them in two different ways depending on how large they are. So I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to go, I want to go into that file I just made, and I want to go get all those little pictures I just made of that product. So I'm going to go into my pictures, and I'm going to go find that file. And as you can see, I have a lot. And it's right here. And I'm going to open that up and see that is my product right here in little tiny pictures made into JPEGs. Now I don't need these first three. I'm just going to pick the ones I want. I want all of these. And I'm going to click Insert. And it's going to put them all right in for me. Now of course they're too big. And I'm just going to grab the corner and drag it, and it's going to make them all small at the same time, the size I want. And you have to play with this to find the size you need, depending on how many slides, how many little pictures you're putting in there. Sometimes I take a few minutes to play with it. Sometimes I arrange them on there and then decide they're too big or too small. And I'll play with it some more after I've already put them on there. But right now I know they're too big, so I need to make them a little smaller. If I have way too many, then I'll open another slide over here and I'll split them up. It just depends on the product. This product isn't really that big, so I can fit them all into one. Now, right now it's selecting all of them, and I want to keep it that way for a few more minutes because I'm not quite finished yet. Before I click off of this while it's still all selected, I like to go ahead and go to Format and click the fourth one over, and it's going to make it have that little shadow effect like they're kind of floating, and it just gives it a nicer look. I like that. That's personal preference though. This is about the right size. If it's not good, I can go ahead and fix it again later. I'm going to click anywhere to click off of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and start arranging my little JPEG pictures onto my slide any way I want. Now some people, they like to overlap theirs. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I put mine side by side. It just depends on the product, and again, that's just personal preference, depending on what you're looking for, how you want it to look. If you have a whole lot, you just play around with it and see what looks best for you. See, right now I want to keep these together, so I'm going to move them, and I play around with it a lot and see what looks good. And as you can see, like I'm moving it around. Just kind of see how you like it. And if you want to layer them on top, you can, most certainly, like that. That works, depending what kind of look you want, what you want the buyer to see. Totally up to you. And then if you find as you're going along that you made these little JPEGs too small, or too big, you can definitely just come right in and change it. I'm going to fix that in just a second. And you can just change it, changes as you go along. I think I'll move that right here. And, you can highlight all of them and move them all. I'm going to turn all these at the same time because they all need to be changed. But you can see how I'm just manipulating and moving them around. I'm going to move these over here. And you just play around with it. You get better at it as you go along. It won't take you very long as you play. The first time might take a little longer, and then as you make more and more of these, you get real good at it and faster. Now it doesn't take me but a few minutes to make one. When I first started making the previews, it took me a lot longer because I was unsure of how I wanted it to look. But now it's pretty quick. Unless it's a lot. If there's a whole lot if the product's really big, then usually it takes me a little longer. So I put these up here and move these up a little. In the front. There we go. That looks pretty good. Alright, and then of course I got this white background. You can go to your clip art and grab a background that you like, that you might have in your clip art, or you can just use the PowerPoint's background. It doesn't make any difference. And just play around with that. Oop, too bright. I just play around and see what looks good and pick one that's okay, and until I'm happy that it looks okay. And that's fine. That looks good to me. So let's say that this was all I was going to do and I was finished. This would be the first way that you could save it. When you are putting a preview on for your Teacher Pay Teacher product, it's just like your product. It will support JPEG, it'll support a PDF. So if I was just doing one page like this, I could go, and I'm going to save it like this anyways, save as. Well, I'm going to save it as a PowerPoint first because I don't want to lose it. And I'm going to put it in my documents because I might need it at another time. So I'm going to go and put it in my documents. And I already have this one right here. But this is my preview. What I do when I make a preview or cover, I keep the same name and I just add preview or cover 8x8 cover on the end so I can find them all easily. So I'm going to save this as my preview first as a PowerPoint in case I need to go back and edit it later or I need it for something else. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save it again as my JPEG and save it in my pictures. And this time I only want current slide because there's only one slide. And it's saved. Now, if this was it, and I was done, my preview was ready, I'm ready to put my product on, then I'm finished. I can go out add my product in to Teachers Pay Teachers, and then when I go to put my preview in, I just go to my pictures and find this JPEG slide and put it in, and I'm finished. But for this particular product, I'm not finished. What I want to do is I want to add a second slide because I have directions for this product. So I'm going to show you the second way that I do my preview and save it. This is the first way where I'm finished and I would go get that JPEG. Remember, don't try to use this because people can lift these slides up and you don't want that. You want to use the actual JPEG because it is secure. But I want to add a second slide for directions. So this is what I'm going to do because I want to continue for this particular product. I am going to insert a new slide, and I actually want this to be my second page, but I'm going to go get that JPEG. I'm going to go to my pictures. Oops, I'm going to go get this too. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm going to, let me go get my pictures. I'm going to go to my pictures, and I'm going to go find that slide that was all by itself, and it's called Harcourt Trophies First Grade. It's right here, Unit 5. And I'm going to insert it back in. And I'm going to do that because, see, it's secure. It's one page. It's just one slide. Nobody can come and steal this and click on it and pull it out. Like here, they could pull each little slide out. I'm done. So I've inserted it back in on the second slide. So the first slide, I am going to delete it. And now I have a secure picture on this slide. I'm going to insert my slide back in. Now I actually want that to be my second slide. Now I'm going to insert my directions. So I'm going to go back to my pictures, and I'm going to go to that file where I had originally saved all of the slides of my product, which was Harcourt Unit 5. And my directions page is right here. I'm going to grab it. This is also JPEG, so it's secure and it has all my directions. And I'm finished. And this is the actual preview I'm going to put on the product. So it has 2 pages. Now I can't save this as a JPEG and put it on because it's 2 pages long. Instead, I'm going to save this as a PDF. But I want to save it as a PowerPoint first. So I'm going to resave as my PowerPoint preview. It's already named that. And it's in my documents. And I'm going to click Save. It's going to say, it already exists. You want to replace it? Yes. And so I'm good because I don't need to go back and do anything else because I was good with that and everything was fine. And so I'm ready to go, and then I'm going to click Save As, and now I'm going to save it as a PDF, and it's going to be in my documents with all my other ones right here because there's my product ready to go right here. And I'm going to click Save, and it's going to publish it as a PDF. And there it is. And so now when I go put my preview in a few minutes when I add this product into Teachers Pay Teachers, I am actually going to put this PDF in as my preview. And this is how I got my collage page for my preview. But it also has a direction page, as you can see right here. And now remember, when you make a collage page for your preview, it can look like this where I've put all the pieces right next to each other, or you can layer them next to each other. And what I mean by layering is you can see by my actual product on my cover page, I've layered pieces all over the place. And you can layer everything on top of each other on your preview the same way I did this. And I made this similar to the way I had made the other one. I have 2 other videos if you're interested, and you will see how I did my cover pages just like this. So thank you so much, and I hope this was helpful to you.